morning. I'm Judith Richard. I'm the broker owner of Perfect Choice Properties here in Concord, New Hampshire. And my guest today is Kevin Broder from Forthright Mortgage. And our topic today is going to be funding or lending on multifamilies. Good morning.
Good morning, Judith. Thank you for having me.
Hi.
Great pleasure to sit next to you and discuss investment properties for sure.
So let's start with I'm the buyer and I meet all the criteria and I'm buying a 4-family. Perhaps my best bet is an FHA loan. So kind of explain how that might work.
So usually what I go through with my buyers when they come through is they talk about single families, they talk about monstrosities for houses they want to buy. But then I also throw in, kind of the curveball of, hey, what about a multi-unit? You like taking vacations? You like paying for things that, are paid by other people's money?
Sure.
Things like that. Those usually work. And they say, well, I like that. So, they look at the multi-unit. And, my recommendation, if you're a younger buyer and you're just getting into the industry, multi-units are the way to go. You can use the income from the property or, with your debt to income ratio, so it works for you. But the programs we have are FHA, conventional, and VA. Those are all 3 programs that you can buy multi-units with. 1 to 4 unit is residential. Anything over 4 units is commercial.
Okay.
So FHA is 3.5% down. Usually most first-time home buyers, owner-occupied property. Conventional, if you want to put 20% down, you don't have to live in the property, which means obviously more income in your pocket at the end.
So let me just interrupt and back up here. So you're saying 20% down conventional. I don't have to live in the property.
You do not.
I did not know that. Interesting fact.
So there also is VA. So with VA, it's 100% financing as long as it qualifies for property, which it should. No peeling paint, no rotted clapboards, deck boards, things like that. Make sure there's handrails everywhere. As long as that's approved, you're all set. So that's not a bad thing.
No, it isn't. So I'm going to buy a 4-family and I'm going to live in 1. The other 3 units historically have gotten $1,000 a month for rent. How does that affect my income as far as for my qualifications?
Sure.
It's taken into consideration?
Yep. So say you make, on average $48,000 a year.
Okay.
$4,000 a month. So with the 4 unit, you obviously are going to live in 1 if you're using FHA.
Okay.
So that's $3,000 that is available. So with FHA, you can use 75% of the rental income towards for your income. So it'd be $2,250. So you'd be looking at $6,250 as a total number for your income that's coming in. So obviously, if your income doesn't work for a single family, the next best option is a multifamily unit. And
Okay.
I think it's a good scenario for people that can't get into a house now. You've lived in apartments. What's the point of not living in an apartment for maybe 1 or 2 more years, gather some more money, and go buy a single family? It's a stepping stone.
I guess you would have to refinance it if you were going to use it as income property as a part of your own personal portfolio and go on to buy a single family. Is that correct?
You could do that, or you could take whatever funds you get from the house. Obviously, 4-family, you're making a lot of money there. Stick that in an account. Don't touch it unless it's for repairs to the house, and then maybe use that. Most investors use the money that they make to go put 5% down on a conventional loan for another property.
Okay. But I can't do it with a VA twice. I have to get rid of
Only
one.
once. Yep.
Is that the same thing for the conventional loans as well?
Conventional, you can have as many as you want.
Okay.
FHA,
VA?
you can only have 1.
Okay.
VA, only 1. But for conventional, you can get into a single family for 5% down as long as your debt to income ratio works. So it's a stepping stone of having your cash cow. That house then pays for your single family, so you're still banking all that money with your income.
That's amazing. Probably a great way to get started if you want to have your own property.
If someone's getting into the industry and wants to learn about, obviously, investing, some of us don't invest in the stock market, some of us invest in real estate. Real estate right now is great. They're not making any more of it, that's for sure. They're not making any more land. So
Nope.
The more properties you can acquire, the better your retirement's going to be if you do it right. Just make sure you make your payments on time and keep the properties prepped and ready to go. You're all set.
So making those payments on time, that's the most important thing.
You got it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
It was
Perfect.
a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.